Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Children, as you all are aware that we were doing chapter 10, that is motion and measurement, and in that chapter we had done about motion. Motion, anything which is moving or which is showing movement is said to be in motion. So in the science, we mention that anything which is moving, that is uh, showing motion, but one which is not moving, that is said to be at rest. So there are certain types of motion are there, like we have already done in our previous class. We had done rectilinear motion. When a motion is said to be in straight line, then that motion is said to be in rectilinear motion. When a body is revolving around or showing motion in circle, then that is known as circular motion. Then next we have rotational motion. When a body which is fixed on its axis and rotating, then that is known as rotational motion. Then periodic motion, a, a, a motion which repeats itself after an equal interval of time, that is known as periodic motion. As well as we have uh, non-periodic motion also, random motion also, translatory motion, or certain types of motion we have. So these four types of motion which we had done, that is important and that you may learn about it. After that we had started with we had done that there are certain objects, like if I talk about motion of earth. So that motion of earth is showing or possessing more than two types or more than one type of motion in it. Like when an earth revolves around sun, so it is possessing, that is rotational motion also, possessing, that is circular motion also, and periodic motion also. Since earth repeats its rotation after an equal interval of time, it takes 365 days to complete one rotation. Then circular motion, since it is revolving around sun in a circular orbit. Rotational motion, it means the earth is fixed to its axis and then rotating. So that is rotational motion. So revolution of earth is, or motion of earth possessing three motion. Similarly, we'll find it out few more examples which are possessing different motions on different time. Now if I'll like a running wheel or vehicle executes, that is rotatory motion also, as well as translatory means circular motion also. So after that, after certain examples, then we had started, we had done a short story which is related to transport. And this topic only we are supposed to start, that when this transport starts. Since a human being have been traveling from one place to another place, and they keep on traveling from one place to another place. They require to move from one place to another place. So in earlier time, they do not have anything to move from one place to another place. So at that time, they were using animals only. They were using horse, donkey, they were using camel to move from one place to another place, as well as they were using animals to carry their loads also. Since if I talk about water ways, then they were using boat. After that, after the invention of wheel, their life will become so easy, and even they started making a good quality of boat with the stripes or with the uh, wood and all those material, metal also they started using. So a great change was bring by the invention of wheel. They started traveling from one place to another place by using horse cart, bull cart, and later on they invented car, bicycle, then steam engine, then airplanes. All these things have been invented. Now the invention of the wheel brought a great change in the mode of transport. As I said just now, so people started using chariots, carts to travel from one place to another place. Then the invention of steam engine in the year 1769, that by James Watt. Find 1769 in 1769 by James Watt, and this revolutionized the mode of transportation as it is replaced animal by engine power. So after the invention of steam engine, they don't require animal or to use it. They don't require animal to use or to travel from one place to another place. Then this moving from one place to another place, this was done by a steam engine. So the first train which was pulled by a steam engine was made in the beginning of 19th century. Thus, faster means of transport for people and goods become possible. With the invention of the aeroplane by Wright brothers in 1903, travel across the ocean was made possible. It also helped in reducing the time to reach far away places. So electric trains, then monorails, aeroplanes, supersonic aeroplanes. Again, these were invented in the 20th century. So all these inventions were done in the field of transportation to make or to shifting people from one place to another place or things from one place to another place in a short interval of time. If these methods were not there, they won't be able to shift smaller things or huge things within a short passage of time. So now after this history of transport, now we find it out that if we want to do a new invention, we require to do measurement. If we are making a steam engine, we are supposed to put different wheels on it, and without measuring it, without measurement, we could not make any steam engine, we could not able to make other things. Then it means measurement will also become as important as motion or transport. So the basic fundamental thing which is going to help in the transportation, that is your measurement of different things. Now how does this measurement work? Well, first of all, what is the need for the measurement? After such a good story, then we are supposed to understand what is the need for measurement. So first of all, when you go to market to buy something, fine, so need, okay, now here before measurement I'll come to this topic, that what is the need for measurement. There is some need behind invention of anything. So need is the, or purpose is required to do some invention. So what is the need for measurement? So need for measurement is what, that if you went to a market and you want to buy something like anything. If you are buying shoes, so that shopkeeper most often is going to ask from you that, so what is your number of shoes, or what is your number, or if you are going to buy your clothes, so that shopkeeper also again it is asking that what is the number of shirt or number of trouser which you are wearing. So number, why they were asking number for that? Since your foot can be measured, there is some criteria which is used, there is some measuring unit which is used to measure your foot. So actually what happened when this transportation started, when they are shifting one place to another place, they are taking all these things, they are exchanging their goods. So what happened that here we were weighing weight in certain different measurement, like we were using kg and all, but in other countries they were using pound, or they were using pound. Now 1 pound is equals to 400 gram, which is not equal to half kg also. And here in India we were using half kg, 1 kg, so that we were using, or we were using gram. So here in India very common that we were doing measurement of weight in kg, but in other countries they will be doing in pound. So what happened actually that if other countries are going to do business with us, they might be getting more than what they ordered, and might be they will be getting less what they ordered. So due to remove this confusion, we started using measurement, and then we standardized their measuring unit also. So history of measurement again, that is also an interesting topic of it, that measurement. Now what happened if I say that give 100 ml of milk to each child, and I'll give you different glasses. How you are going to find it out that you are giving 100 ml milk to all of them? So you must need to be measure to measure that quantity of milk, then only you will be finding that yes, that we will be giving equal amount of milk to all. Now this we cannot do with guesswork, so measurement is necessary to do correct measurement is necessary to do correct thing, or correct thing which is required to give. So then also again estimation cannot work for measurement. You need to be more perfect, more precise, more accurate. For that, for doing accurate, we required measurement. Now measurement is what? Measurement is the comparison of an unknown quantity with a known fixed quantity of the same kind. So the unknown fixed quantity is called a unit. It determines the number of times a physical quantity is related to its unit. So measurement is what? Measurement is the comparison of an unknown quantity with a known fixed quantity of the same kind. Measurement is the comparison of unknown quantity with a known fixed quantity of the same kind. So that will be there, or we can define it as measurement, the process of comparison of some unknown quantity with a known fixed quantity. Like for example, if you have taken a bag and you want to find it out, what is the weight of the bag. So that bag which is carrying some weight, that is your unknown quantity, and you started measuring that weight by putting that weighing balance, by keeping it on the weighing balance, or putting it on that in weighing balance. That is your knowing the actual weight of it. So the known fixed quantity is called a unit. Now here when I started measuring it, and I'll be finding it, that is kg, that is that the weight of the bag is 10 kg. So that is your kg is what? That is your unit. Now it determines the number of times a physical quantity is related to its unity. Now measurement of a physical quantity, which we can see like anything we had, that is your physical quantity. The unit in which it is measured, the unit in which it is measured, the magnitude or numbers which expresses how many times the above mentioned unit is contained in the given quantity. For example, if the length of a room is 10 meters, again one more example I have taken here. If a length of a room is 10 meter, it means that the length is measured in the unit, that is meters, and this unit is contained 10 times in the length. Now there are certain standard quantities which we are using, or which we are able to measure various things. Now we use instruments such as weighing scales, we use clock, watches to measure time, then measuring tapes to measure length, then to measure weight we will be using a measuring balance. Now let's talk about history of measurement, how this measurement started. Earlier we were measuring by using this meter tape only, or we were using different other method to measure it. So in the olden days, people used to measure short distances using their foot, handspan or length or arm length. So history of measurement. History of measurement, that is in earlier time they will be using that is handspan, foot or arm length, that is cubit. So they will be using handspan to measure their length, arm length which is known as cubit, then foot, so that will be used. Earlier in earlier time they were not aware of like different measuring like for using, they don't have meter tape, that inchy tape they don't have. So at that time they will be using handspan is your this means distance between your thumb and the little finger, that is your handspan. Then arm, this your middle finger and your elbow, that is your cubit. And foot is your feet only, the distance of your feet only, that is your foot span. Now measuring length using above unit was not convenient because each individual has its own handspan length. So might be possible that if I'll tell you that measure this length with your handspan, you are going to measuring it and you will be finding that the length of this thing is 5 handspan. But when I started measuring it, I will be finding it out that it is only 4 handspan. Might be possible that there is a difference between my hand and in your hand. So I'll find it out that the length of that particular thing is differ from handspan. Again, same will happen with your foot span also. Like my foot, what will be the length of my foot is not same as of your. So there was a need for units of measurement which could be uniformly used by everyone. So such a unit which is uniform everywhere, wherever you are going to go, that will be same. If you are going to buy 1 meter of cloth, wherever you are going to find it out, that cloth will remain 1 meter, since that meter tape is common everywhere. So that is, such a unit is called standard unit. Now, standard unit of measurement. Why does this standard unit of measurement is required? So that is, since if we are using this hand span, cubit or foot span, so we will not be get an uniform length or uniform distance of anything. So we required to use standard unit of measurement. Then we started using standard unit of measurement. So what are the standard unit of measurement that we will be finding it? Standard unit of measurement. Standard unit of measurement. Fine. So standard unit, like length we will be measuring in meters. Fine. So quantity and SI unit we are going to see. Quantity, SI unit, and then symbol. What is the symbol of that we are going to find it out? Symbol. So what is that? That is quantity, like length we are supposed to measure. We have to measure length. Now length is measured in meter. We'll write here meter. And here the symbol is M. The symbol is M. Then we have mass. Mass we are measuring in kilogram. In kilogram. And in symbol, how we are supposed to write it, that is kg. Kg. Fine. So we can write it like this, kg. Then time. Time we are measuring in second. And symbol for this is S. So these are the SI unit. Now what do you mean by SI? SI unit means Standard International Unit. Now for this also we are going to do introduction of standard unit of measurement. Until about 1800 AD, different units were used for measurement in different countries. So this will not happen in our country only. This was happened in other countries also. They were also using such kind of a measurement which is not accurate, which is not same everywhere. So until about 1800 AD, different countries were using different unit of measure. Now this created a lot of problem in commercial dealings. So in 1960, the scientists all over the world in the Journal Conference of Weight and Measures agreed to have a same set of units for different physical quantities. Now the set of units adopted in this conference is called the SI system of units, or System International the unit, or in French, and SI system of unit, that is Standard International System of Unit. Now this system is used all over the world for all scientific work. Now in this SI system, the standard unit of length, mass and time are like length is measured in meter, symbol is M, mass which is measured in kilogram, which is measured in kg, then time which is measured in second, and the symbol is S. That is your SI system. Now other system which are also we will be using, that is FPS, foot, pound, second, and CGS system. This is your SI system. SI unit I have written here, SI unit, as well as we have FPS, that is foot, pound and second, and CGS also, that is centimeter, gram and second. So, and MKS also, that is meter, kilogram and second. MKS and SI units are same for length, mass and time. So not only this SI unit we will be using MKS also, will be using FPS, CGS, then SI. So most common and most unit which is universally used, that is SI unit. Then here length, mass and time I have written. Temperature, which is used in Kelvin, Kelvin, and the symbol of it, that is K. Electric current, that is used in ampere, and the symbol for that is A. Now the national small info is there, that is the National Physical Laboratory, that is NPL, National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi, maintain the national standard of all the basic units in India. All the basic unit which is present in India, which is used in India, the standard is maintained in NPL, that is National Physical Laboratory. Not only this, we were using many measurement like that we had done in maths also. We were doing different measures, like we have deci, centi, milli, micro, kilo, mega, all these were there. Different units of time also, like seconds, minutes, hours, what relation between them, that also. Now while making measurement, you are supposed to make or to take some more precautions, like multiples and submultiples of unit, like how kg is equals to how 1 kg is equals to 1000 gram, that is multiple and submultiples. And again 1 gram is equals to 1000 milligram. Then 1 megagram is equals to, or is equals to how many kilogram, or how many grams it has. So this is your multiples and submultiples of unit that we are going to find it out. Now while doing measurement, what you are supposed to keep it, or what are supposed to take all those precautions, that we are going to discuss tomorrow. So today we had done a major topic of this chapter, that is your measurement. What are the standard unit of measurement, what is the need of measurement, why do we require this standard unit of length. There are certain difficulties which was faced by us also, as well as by the people, those who are living in other countries also. So then they realized that there must be, like when they started goods and things, and they started exchanging with them each other, then they find it out that these things are not coming in a proper amount which we have been asked for. So they find it out that in our country we were using different unit of measurement, and in other country they were using different unit of measurement. So what do we require it? We required it to make such kind of a unit which is globally acceptable, and all those things will be measured with that only, and that will never become wrong. So that will be there. So multiple and this submultiples of unit, we are going to start it tomorrow. Then our requirement of measurement unit, that has been asked, and scientists, they have invented standard units of length, mass, time, temperature in the year 1960. Now this SI system of units, a standard international system of units, which is used globally. Wherever you are going to go, you are going to measure the distance in kilometer, meter or miles. Fine, that will be same everywhere. So how it help us in measuring distance, that we will do it tomorrow. So that's all for today, children. Have a good day.